All right, hello and welcome. This is Coffee Stout, brand new channel dedicated completely to the free-to-play base of Magic the Gathering Arena. There's all kinds of channels dedicated to having the best of the best of the best, but some people don't have as deep of wallets as that. This channel is dedicated primarily to how you build out a account in order to actually compete with players that pay. Does it take more work? Yes. Does it take dedication? Yes. Does it take useful use of resources? Yes. All of these things we will try to do on this channel starting today. As we could see, we have a brand new account. We are still earning the new decks. The color challenge is done. The Nicol Bolas is defeated. And that is all we have done. As you can see, these decks are not fancy. They keep the peace, aerial domination, cold-blooded killers, goblins, and large and in charge. That's it. The best deck we have is probably going to be Savage Land. We're going to go through, though, and we're going to try each of these decks over the period and see which ones we want to use in order to get to an actual budget deck. Something that's going to punch a lot harder, work together a lot better than any of these very standard decks. How are we going to do that? First, we are going to collect these. When you do the tutorial as well as the color challenge, you're going to get this stuff right here. 10 commons, 5 uncommons, 2 rares. To make a true budget deck, we're going to need at least 20 commons and at least 20 uncommons. Rares, it'd be nice to get 2 or 3 of those into the decks, but they're not necessarily necessary. But how do we keep building from this point? One of the big problems with starting these portfolios from scratch is you're going to see that we have not collected many cards at all. We don't have options when it comes to what we have and what we are playing. The first thing we need to do is to find a way to open more options up to decks that we want to build. One way to do that is by going into the jump in event. Not the most exciting event, not the most watchable event, but very important to starting up your account. Another thing is, and more importantly, we're going to do all 5 of these jump-in tokens. We're going to do that in this video. But we're also going to, at the end, show you how to get free packs by redeeming codes. Sure, others have covered this. In fact, I learned this from YouTube. But still, to start your building up a portfolio, super important. We're not going to skip it. But let's start today by going in and doing some of these jump-in tokens, right? We'll complete the rest of the stuff here. I'm not going to quite worry about recycling yet. Now, we will recycle if it's 500 to 750 ones later on down the road. But with the first day of this account being opened, we need to get cards. We need to get cards fast, and the best way to do that, besides Color Challenge, of course, and the decks that you get for freeze, is the jump-in. Yes, I think I've played a jump-in event every once in a while, but let's look at this. So when you join this event, you will get to select 2 different half decks from a variety of themes. Combine them and you'll have the deck ready to go. Play as much as you want, or use the cards to build new decks in other modes. They're yours to keep. So, though these cards are not going to be great, we're going to be getting extra cards. So, what do we want to get? That's a real question. How do we want to build? Well, we see we get blue, black, and white, red. All right. Now, my humble opinion, a black red deck is going to be the best budget deck that we could build, and maybe throwing in a couple of obnixluses, right? With those, if we could get some mythic rares. So we're gonna start off with black and black green, I think. I chose colors that I want to be playing. We need to get this reward. It's one uncommon. But let's take a look at these decks. These are not going to be great, but we're going to be using this in order to basically just start grabbing some cards. You get to keep all of these cards. And that's why this event is important. And I believe you get a rare or two out of this as well, right? There's a mythic. Okay. And it's Nashi. This card actually gets a decent amount of play, so I mean that's good for us. Yeah. And it looks like really one of each of all these cards. And we're gonna be facing some people. We're gonna be facing some people that may not quite know how to play. So we're hoping to get this win quickly and move on. All right. Very expensive. Nothing to play early. Not sure if this is playable. But we get a free mulligan. Huh. We get a free mulligan. Oh, so you're going to take it if it's free. There we go. A turn 2. And our mythic. Deals combat damage to a player. Exile the top card of your library. Until the end of turn, you may play one of those cards. Alright. Yeah, we're going to keep this. And we're going to try to make something happen here. No, just for what we're wanting to do with the channel is we're going to play budget type decks until we could build into an actual really good deck. At that point, we're going to start moving into more of the standard events and then eventually into drafting. Drafting is going to be the be-all, end-all. When it comes to actually building out the collection fully. But you need resources in order to draft. Ooh, that's gross. Lurking Roper. Attack with, okay. Thought he was going to go in with that Generous Visitor. That's a shame. That's a darn shame. We can make him sack a creature. Exile the top card of each player's library. Yada da da. So, problem we're going to have here is that Lurking Roper. We need him to attack with it. And I'm not very impressed with our hand. Especially with the Lurking Roper over here and enchantments. Like, this, well, we might have gotten hurt here. But you only have to get one win. You get an extra uncommon with this. One extra card. So, these events aren't super important. So we're just gonna see what luck gives us, especially a deck like this. Where we're gonna have enchantments to deal with, throws. He's still pulling those two back. He doesn't want to attack with the roper because he doesn't know if he can unblock or untap it. Okay. Kaido's Pursuit, very good card. We're gonna come after this Kami. And no attacks. Kaido's Pursuit might be a nice little second card to play. So hopefully we could bridge this gap in health. I would like to win each of the first matches, because that's really going to help us grow quicker. As we could go into the match, win the match, get away from it as fast as possible. Though I wouldn't be too turned off with collecting enchantments and enchantment creatures, spirits. The horror's not bad. I haven't seen like a full horror kind of deck, but I'm sure somebody could want to get one or two, and that's a big forest right there. You know, we're gonna have to work around that. Let's start blocking here. Kind of have to, and yeah, that's a scoop. So things are not going to be perfect when starting a thing. When starting a new account, things are not going to be perfect. We could just get the shaft on the decks. This is not the it's not the greatest deck in the world. Let's see what we're supposed to be trying to do with it. All right. I got unlucky there. Let's try it one more time. Well, the best way to build up from nothing is to start the portfolio, or yeah, start the account, do all the color challenges. Of course, you have to do the what do you got? You got to beat Nicobolas. You have to beat Nicobolas to start playing the game. Plus 3, as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. I don't think that's going to happen. Right? We're not focused primarily on stuff like that. So we're going to just drop that in. And we're going to try to get this dude probably on the ground. These cards are not the best. On Hollowed Phoenix. All right. Oh, he's got some connive cards. We might have chosen the wrong little deck. But we're going to get through it. We're going to get our uncommon card. Really, if we get a victory here, we get 2 uncommons. Because we get a win for daily. And then on top of that, we get the uncommon for winning a match and jump in. Then we resign and we jump in again. All right. We don't want the tapped land. This the Jitsu will come out. Rat ninja. We don't need a ninjutsu now. Heck, if only that guy had like either vigilance or first strike. First strike would be great. But these are very, very basic cards. They don't do a whole lot. So we're really just trying to get lucky drawing this stuff. I would be using the crap out of this. I would be conniving every turn. Sorry. If I were him. Let's see. That's an instant. Let's try to get in here. I think we have to be aggressive. So I wasn't going to do any jump in things, and then we're going to do this. Yep. Then I realized that you get to keep these cards, and we get 5. You get 5 free event tokens whenever you start a new account and you do the color challenge. So I might as well take advantage of that, especially with resources going to be as tight as they will be. Oh my word! But the slowness of this, the slowness. My word. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yep, answers look through counters, look at the top 2 cards, put 1 into your graveyard. Alright. Yeah, we'll definitely take this. Okay. Hopefully we're able to use experience in order to win these matches because let's just say looking at his board and my board, he's got the better stuff, like stuff that you could actually build into something. Cards with value. This is just a 6/6 at this point. This is just a 3/2 with lifelink. They don't work together at all. So that might be poor choices whenever we started, but we want to collect cards in the colors that we're going to play. We're not worried about really winning at these events. So as long as we're collecting cards, that will get us to our main goal. I'm happy with what's happening. Here. Okay. This card can be good. I've seen it good in certain circumstances where it becomes a 13/1. Switch toughness of power. There's a lot here. Killed my mana. What is that? Okay, that's kind of neat. I've never seen that card. Even though, I've been collecting New Capina for a while. As long as there are 5 or more thingies, he gets 1/1 of lifelink. Let's kill this now. He gets to draw a card. Huh. So how we're going to approach this. Let's attack. Let's see what he decides to do. I think we got this one in the bag. He hasn't connived yet. I would have connived. There's the block. Down to 8. There's a 3-2. And we kill it. Grim Bounty. Go away. Yes. So we're trying to overcome our lack of card continuity with sheer knowing how to play Magic. Not saying this person doesn't know how to play Magic. Might have been a while. Could not be using new cards. But we're just kind of hoping. Oh, you could copy anything. All right. We're waiting on him to want to make a move here. When he dies, no free cards. Okay. And yeah. And here comes 2 damage. I think we just keep attacking here. Just turn our guy sideways and hope for the best. Are you going to do it? Oh, you are. Perfect. Give him Death Touch, draw a card. And we'll put the Unhallowed Phonics out. These events aren't bad. They aren't bad to get through. They're not bad to play. So if you really need to build up your commons and uncommons to have kind of a base for your decks, this is not a bad way to do it. You get to keep the cards. And of course, if you have guys that go over commons or uncommons, they go to your Vault Progress, and you could get your rares and mythics that way. Not the fastest way to get rares and mythics. Best way to do that, well, now is opening packs. When they changed the standard event from costing coins and getting coins and cards, that was the best way to get your cards, get your base. Now, this might not be the most interesting way to get cards, but it's certainly not the worst way to get cards. A lot of people are very negative about, what would you say, opening packs, but I enjoy opening packs, and I will continue to open packs. It's Not the greatest thing to do. If he doesn't block in holophonics here, we're going to be able to get him for 5 with the Shadow Walker. Be nice to get in with the Shadow Walker. Be nice for him to move a little bit faster too. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Right now, with the state of this, the state we're in, we are kind of beggars right now. Well, he blocks that with the Lantern Bearer. He's going to block that with the Syndicate. Hmm. I just have to toss him down for now. Hope for the best. Amen. All right, looks like we got more out here. What are you? What are you? Draw a card, discard a card. Huh. Well, we got a lot of damage out on the field. Hopefully that's he's got so many guys with disturbed. That's kind of nice. Be kind of a neat, huh? A little disturbed deck. Bet it's all cheap stuff. Yep. Wow. Timed out first rope. Not sure. He seemed pretty active earlier. Don't know if he had to use a little ladies' room or confused about where the end turn button is. Not really sure what's going on here. Okay. Old Rustin. Ooh, there we go. There's a card. Old Rustin enters the battlefield, or at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If a land card is milled this way, create a treasure token. If a creature card is milled this way, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If a non-creature land is milled this way, create a blood token. We're going to put that out. Excuse me. And it looks to me as if oh boy might not be there. As these events are not bad. Hey, there he is. There it is. Well, he hit a button. Now, this might not be that bad to get through, but my God, sometimes the players not the greatest caliber games you're going to play. But in order to get 42, 43 different cards, we'll do it. Yeah, we got a mouse. We got a mouse. Cool. We claim price here. We get closing statement. Then we just resign. Awesome. Now, I am going to go through and do the rest of these events. I just wanted to show you the process of going through these and how, well, sometimes they're interesting to play through. Sometimes it's really a mixed bag what you get from getting into these events. Sometimes you have really competitive games, sometimes you don't. But one thing I do know for sure, is if we come over here, click on a random deck, we're going to see we have more cards. Well, what was that one? Let's look at the rares. Let's see if we can find the card. As you can see, you see Nisha here, you know, and you're going to get old Rustine here. So we got these two rares, or this epic and this rare, just for joining that event. Right. So not a bad way to start building a collection. And yeah, so this video, though simple, first video I've ever done. Sorry it's not too interesting, but stick around and you get to watch this account blossom from nothing to having a lot of competition with, or having a good ability to compete with pay to play players. And do I need to be in a position where I play for free? No. I like the challenge though. That's the whole point of this entire channel is the challenge. And to be able to build from nothing into something has always interested me and always will. Off camera, I want to complete the rest of these events, get some cards rolling, and then start to probably think about some budget decks that we could build that will win 55% of the time against other budget decks. And I think we can find some bait in the bronze level. I'm thinking we can find some bait here. Another thing is, we're going to look at this. Whenever we get enough coins to draft, we will probably draft around as well. So these are a couple things to look forward to. I'm going to include the rest of these jump in tokens in order to really get going. Today, it was all about the color challenge. It was, of course, Nicol Bolas, right? We got our free deck here. For the rest of the evening, it's going to be the jump in tokens. And then tomorrow, I'm thinking about showing off these decks. They're not great. We're not expecting a lot of wins. We're expecting these to go 40% win condition against other brand new decks. But it'll be just enough to start working on getting these coins up to where we can start drafting. What would be very interesting is to see is if we could piggyback drafts. But that's for another video. Thank you for joining. You can like and subscribe if you want. I mean, be the first person to like the video in history. That's kind of cool, right? Be the first person to subscribe in history. Also kind of cool. It's kind of like getting... it's almost like getting Kurt Cobain's autograph when he was like 10. It's kind of great if you think about it. You wouldn't be worth anything, but sure as hell be funny. Well, adios.